place where I can hide, where no one sees my life inside, where I can take my plans and write them down so I can read them, a place where I can beat my heartbeat still and it will mind me, a place where I can go when I am lost, and there I'll find me. I need a place to spend the day where no one says to go or stay, where I can take my pen and draw the girl I need to be.
High on a hill sits a big old house with something wrong inside it. Spirits haunt the halls and make no effort now to hide it. And the master hears the whispers on the stairways dark and still, and the spirits speak of secrets in the house upon the
Archie, you must tell me what we are to do with young Mary. She goes where she wants to go. She does what she wants to do. I cannot hope to succeed with Colin's treatment if she is allowed to sneak into his room and disturb him. You must send her away before she undoes everything we have tried to do.
I can't send her away, Neville. She has no one on the earth but me.
Archie, what are you doing?
I'm leaving, Neville. You have things well in hand here.
Well in hand. Have you heard nothing I've just said?
And last night, I dreamed I walked through the maze to Lily's garden and saw them standing there, Mary and Lily. Mary standing there in Lily's garden. I turned away. I couldn't look. I was afraid.
Why won't he say what he wants? Why must he speak in dreams? Why can't he see what he wants? To disappear it seems. He should send this haunted girl far away. Leave the house and lands to me.
I saw them walk around the garden. She stood tall, grown brave and bold. Then they turned and asked my pardon. I couldn't speak, my heart grown cold.
Why can't he see what he wants? He wants the past undone. Why can't he know what he wants? His losing battles won. To have never loved her, never known how complete a loss can be. If she could disappear, he'd start again and live like other men. He could be happy then. Just to disappear is to be free, cut off from pain and loss, a bit like me.
You can't marry this Archibald. He's a gloomy, miserable cripple who hides himself away in that horrible house. You said it yourself. You can't believe that you love him, and neither can I.
No one is asking for your approval, Rose.
If you don't care about yourself, think about your children. Do you want your children to be crippled as well?
I will marry him.
I can arrange what he wants.
Don't do
He's
this.
left it all to me.
Don't wed him.
Now he can have what he wants.
Don't wed him.
Unfettered he will
Don't
be.
do
Set
this.
him free
Set
to
him
wander
free.
through the world. Let him go his lonely way.
And then I long to join them, no, journey done. Then I walk once more without her. Now I must wander on, and on I go. Life to find.
Just to disappear is to be free. Cut off from pain. Cut off from pain. Disappear. Like lost behind me. Just to
Perhaps just to the autumn.
And Mary.
I'll send her a note from Paris.
You wouldn't be sending her away, Archie. Just giving her the education she deserves. I feel quite certain that Albert and Rose would not want the girl growing up wandering about a house.
Yes, perhaps you're right. Why don't you look into a few schools? Some place she could learn to sing would be pleasant. I'll leave it all in your hands. Now I'll just go in and check on Colin.
Just see that you don't wake him.
In 10 years, have I ever awakened the boy?
I'll gather the staff so you can say your goodbye.
For God's sake, Neville! Just let me slip away. I'm sorry. Tell them whatever you always told them.
And a man can dream of a simple life, husband, child, and wife, love and take all down.
Then a man must wake, stand and greet the day, see what comes his way, feet upon the ground.
There's a man who no one sees. There's a man who lives alone. There's a heart that beats in silence for the life he's never known.
Now let's see, Colin. When we left off last night, the hideous dragon had carried the maid to his cave by moonlight. He gnashed his teeth, breathed his fire. The heath quaked. We trembled in fear. I said, someone must save this fair raven-haired maiden, though surely the cost will be steep. So we lads all drew lots, our insides tied in knots, and I won, and the rest went to sleep. So I picked up my staff, and I followed the trail of his smoke to the mouth of his cave. And I bid him come out. Yea, forsooth did I shout. Ye fool dragon, begone or behave. And then under my breath I uttered a charm said to make the worst fiend become kind. Knaves and knights of dire plights now diminish his sights. And it worked, and the dragon went blind. And he charged off the cliff, howling mad, and he died, and the maiden accepted my ring. And then you came along, and were brave, bold, and strong. And in thanks, every night now I sing, race you to the top of the morning. Come sit on my shoulders and ride. Run and hide, I'll come and find you. Climb hills to remind you I love you, my boy, at my side. Now another foul dragon's appeared. I must leave you. He's scorching our land with his breath. From his lair this one taunts me. He dares me, he haunts me. Once again we must fight to the death. To God I could stay and instead slay your dragon, this beast who sits hunched on your back. Would God I could wrench him away from your bed, or cut off or tear off his terrible head, or breathe out my fire on him till he was dead, or beg him to spare you and take me instead. who has promised his art will soon pierce through the heart of this dragon that's keeping you in. And I know that your mother, God bless her, would want you to do as he says and grow strong. And you know that as soon as I can, I'll return. So be brave, son, and know that I long to race you to the top of the morning. Come sit on my shoulders and ride. Run and hide, I'll come and find you. Climb hills to remind you I love you. I love you. My boy at my side.
Come along, love, come fly away, fly along, come along, fly away home. Come along, love, you've come a long way, you've flown all the day, come fly away home.
It's a maze, this garden, it's a maze, all paths meant to lead a man astray.
Take a left and then turning left again's how a soul may find the way.
Hey up! Hello there, Mary.
Hey up! Hello there.
Well, why are you in such bad temper? Are you weary of looking for the key?
No. I found the key.
So I see. Then you're weary of looking for the door.
I'm not weary, Dickon. I found the door too. The garden is dead.
No.
It is. It's all dead.
Well, a lot of things what looks dead is just biding their time. Now you tell me exactly what you saw.
It's cold and grey. The trees are grey, the earth is grey, and there's this clingy sort of haze all over everything.
Like a body were in a dream.
It's the most forgotten place I've ever seen. With loose grey branches all looped up around the trees like ropes of snakes, and dead roots and leaves all tangled up on the ground. So still and cold.
Did you take a real close look at anything? Did you scrape away up into the bark? Have a good look at anything. Mary, even the strongest roses will fair thrive on being neglected if the soil is rich enough. Till it's spread and spread till they're all white.
You mean it might be alive? But how can you tell?
Oh, I can tell if the thing is wick.
Wick? I would then say wick.
When the thing is awake, has a life about it. Now maybe not a lifeline when we, but somewhere there's a single streak of green inside it. Now come and let me show ya what I mean. When the thing is awake, it has a light about it. Now maybe not a light that you can see, but hiding down inside sparks asleep inside it. Just wait for the right time we see. You clear away the dead parts so tender buds can form. Loosen up the earth and let the roots get warm. Let the roots get warm. The thing is awake, it has a way of knowing when it's safe to grow again. You will see there's sun and water sweet enough to feed it Mother's garden needs is for us to come and wake it up.
Dickon, what if we save the garden and Uncle Archie takes it back? Or Colin wants it.
And what a miracle that would be. Get the poor crippled boy to see his mother's garden. Give a living thing a new chance to grow. That's how we will know that she is awake. She'll grow, so grow to greet the morning, free from ground below. When the thing is waking up the will to grow and grow.
Come a mild day, come a warm rain, come a snowdrop a-coming up. Come a lily, come a lilac, come to calling all of us to come.
Calling all of us to come, calling all the world to I promise there's a single streak of green below, and all through the darkest night time, it's waiting for the right time when a thing is weak, it will
So he picked up his staff and he followed the trail of the smoke to the mouth of the cave. And he bid him come out, ye forsooth he did shout, ye fool dragon, be gone or behave.
Stop looking at me! I hate you! You're horrible and the haystack took all your hair!
Master Cullen, please. Nurse is only trained to
If
help
you
her.
close right and she's my presence, I'll have her fired! Go away, go away, go away!
Master Cullen, please. Nurse is only trying to bring you your supper.
Martha, what is going on in here?
Isn't anybody going to stop that boy?
She is not to go anywhere near him, Martha. Those are the doctor's
Maybe
direct
stop
orders.
it.
But what can it hurt, Mum? He likes Mary. Let her have a go at it.
No, Martha.
Oh! Colin Craven, you stop that screaming! Get away from me! I hate you! Everybody hates you! You'll scream yourself to death in a minute, and I wish you would! Get out of my house! I won't! You stop! I can't stop. I felt a lump on my back. I'm going to die. There's nothing the matter with your horrid back! I'm going to have a lump on my back like my father and die! Martha! Come here and show me his back this minute!
I can't, Mary. He won't let me.
Show her the lump. Now feel it. There. Where? Right there. No. There's not a single lump. They're only backbone lumps and they're supposed to be there. See? I have them too. See? There's no lump. It's not there. No, it's not. It's not there. You were just mad at me for not coming back when I said I would, weren't you? Maybe. You were, and you know it.
I'll leave you two alone. I think.
I'm sorry I said all those things about something taken away. It's just that I got so angry when you wanted to be with him instead of me. And when you didn't come back like you said you would. I was always coming back, Colin. I'm as lonely as you are. I was just a little late, that's all. It just took me longer because... Because what? Will you promise not to tell if I tell you? I never had a secret before, except that I wasn't going to grow up. I found your mother's garden. Do you mean a secret garden? I've dreamed about a secret garden. It's been locked up there, just like you've been locked up in here for 10 years. Your father doesn't want anybody in it. Only I found the key. And the other night, after Dr. Craven and Mrs. Medlock found us in here, I ran out into the storm and found the door. And now Dickon and I are working on it every day. And you can come too. What does it look like? Well, right now there's this tangle of vines all over everything because nobody's been taking care of it. But Dickon says if we cut away the dead wood, there'll be fountains of roses by summer. I never wanted to see anything like I want to see that garden. You must see it. Only they must never know where we're going, or Ben says Dr. Craven will send me away. No, Mary. Maybe if William takes you out in your wheelchair, then when nobody's looking, Dickon can push you through the maze into the garden. I can't go outside, Mary. I'll take you too if I go. It'll get even worse. No, you won't. You'll feel much better. I can't go outside, Mary. I'm afraid.
Just one black snake. And this girl. I'm afraid there's no one left. Sorry, miss.
I want to grow up, Mary, so I can't get sick. I'd like to see the garden, really I would, but I can't. All right, then. We'll just keep on working on it till you're ready. And whenever that is, you just let me know. And I'll get William to come back tomorrow afternoon after you're through working and have supper with me and tell me about everything you've done. I like that. Good night, then. Good night, Mary.